Every serious gardener has that one secret ingredient they swear by, something that transforms their garden from, decent to thriving. Over the years, I've tested everything from compost teas to mineral amendments, but one natural tonic keeps outperforming them all: garlic water. What started as a pest deterrent experiment in my herb bed turned into one of the most effective natural plant boosters I've ever used. Garlic water doesn't just keep pests at bay. It strengthens plants, enhances microbial life in the soil, and even improves resistance to disease. Let's dig into exactly how and why it works, and how you can start using it correctly today. Garlic has been used in medicine and agriculture for centuries because of its high concentration of sulfur compounds, primarily allicin. When you crush or chop garlic, these compounds activate, creating potent antifungal, antibacterial, and even antiviral properties. For plants, that means a natural layer of protection against fungal diseases, aphids, mites, and soil-borne pathogens. When applied as a foliar spray, garlic water acts as both a repellent and a tonic. Its sulfur content helps fortify plant tissues, making leaves tougher and less appealing to sucking insects. In the soil, those same compounds stimulate beneficial microbial activity, the good bacteria that help break down organic matter into usable nutrients. Essentially, garlic water is both a shield and a growth catalyst. The key is making it strong enough to be effective without harming the delicate microbiology of your soil or burning your plant's leaves. This is where preparation and dilution matter most. Garlic water isn't just about tossing a few cloves into a blender and hoping for the best. To get consistent results, you need to extract those beneficial compounds in the right way and at the right strength. Here's the method that has worked best for me after, years of experimenting with ratios and applications. Start with 2 full bulbs of garlic. Not just the cloves, but the entire bulbs. Peel and crush them thoroughly to release the allicin, then blend them with about 1 quart, or roughly 1 litre, of clean, non-chlorinated water. Let this mixture steep for 24 hours at room temperature to allow the compounds to fully infuse the water. After that, strain the mixture through a fine cloth or mesh to remove any solids. Once strained, pour the concentrate into a larger container and dilute it using a 1:10 ratio. That's 1 part garlic extract to 10 parts water. For a gentler solution, especially on younger seedlings or sensitive herbs, use a 1:15 ratio. If you plan to apply it as a foliar spray, add a small drop of natural liquid soap, about 1 teaspoon per gallon of mixture, to help the solution stick to leaves. This preparation can be stored in the refrigerator for up to a week, but I always recommend making it fresh every few days for maximum potency. The fresher it is, the more active those sulfur compounds remain. One of the most impressive results from using garlic water is its ability to deter pests without harming beneficial insects. Aphids, spider mites and whiteflies all hate the smell and taste of garlic compounds, which means your plants can stay pest-free without resorting to synthetic sprays that damage soil life or repel pollinators. When applying garlic water as a pest control spray, focus on the undersides of leaves and the growing tips. These are the areas most likely to host pests. Apply every 5 to 7 days during infestations or once every 2 weeks as a preventative. Always apply early in the morning or late evening to avoid leaf burn and to give the solution time to settle in before the sun intensifies. I've seen garlic water stop an aphid outbreak on my peppers within days, and it has kept whiteflies from returning to my tomatoes. Even fungal issues like powdery mildew on squash leaves fade quickly when treated early with a light garlic water misting. What many gardeners don't realize is that garlic water isn't only about pest control, it's also an incredible soil enhancer. When watered into the root zone, the allicin compounds help balance microbial populations, keeping harmful bacteria and fungi in check while promoting beneficial ones. Over time, this creates a more resilient soil environment that naturally suppresses disease. You can use garlic water as a soil drench once every 3 to 4 weeks, especially during the active growing season. I found the best results by watering each plant with about 2 cups of diluted garlic water per gallon of soil volume. For raised beds, I usually apply 1 gallon per 10 square feet. The results are noticeable. Deeper green foliage, thicker stems, and, well, noticeably fewer pest attacks. Garlic's sulfur and trace minerals also play an essential role in chlorophyll production and enzyme activation, meaning your plants become more efficient at photosynthesis. Over time, you'll notice healthier leaves that resist yellowing and stronger root systems capable of handling drought or nutrient stress. Garlic water shines in edible gardens. I use it regularly on leafy greens, tomatoes, peppers, and herbs like basil and parsley. Herbs, respond especially well because garlic water helps strengthen their natural oils, which in turn really intensify both their flavour and aroma. For example, I've used it on basil plants that were struggling with fungal leaf spots, and honestly, within a week of soil drenching and a foliar spray, the disease had receded, and the new growth was absolutely flawless. The same applies to tomatoes. Applying garlic water early in the season prevents blight spores from taking hold. Even root vegetables like carrots and beets benefit from garlic water. A monthly soil drench during the growing period results in cleaner roots and reduced nematode pressure, which is frankly a huge advantage for organic gardeners avoiding chemical nematicides. Garlic water is, one of those time-tested garden solutions that really bridges the gap between simplicity and science. It's cheap, sustainable and, well, deeply effective. Whether you're managing pests, boosting soil health, or just looking to toughen your plants naturally, this single homemade tonic can honestly revolutionize your results. I encourage you, really, to give it a try in one section of your garden. First measure the difference, observe the resilience, and then scale up once you see the results for yourself. There's a reason so many traditional growers rely on it. It works with nature, not against it. If this guide gave you new ideas or inspired you to, perhaps, rethink your approach to plant care, make sure to subscribe to Gentle Herb Living for more proven, practical and natural gardening methods that elevate your soil and your harvest. And please share this video with a fellow gardener who could use a simple, natural way to boost plant health. because healthy soil and thriving plants start with knowledge shared.